Thanks, Jazz. Good morning. The first human case of bird flu has reached North America, killing an Alberta woman who passed through Vancouver International Airport. But doctors have been quick to downplay concerns.
There is no evidence of human-to-human transmission on airplanes. All evidence is indicating that this is one isolated case in an individual who is infected following exposure in China.
The woman arrived on a flight from Beijing on December 27th. She waited 2.5 hours at YVR for a connecting flight to Edmonton. She died last week. While extremely serious, the flu, also known as H5N1 or the avian flu, is rare and very hard for humans to transmit.
I would just like to reassure British Columbians that we've done an extensive risk assessment with Health Canada and with Alberta health officials, and we see minimal risk to anybody who would have been exposed to this individual, either on either of the flights or in the Vancouver airport. So I'd like to reassure British Columbians that I think they can rest easy.
BC's top doctor still recommends you get vaccinated for regular influenza, which is very contagious if you haven't already. Perry Kendall says it has been a moderate to severe flu season. H1N1 remains the most common strain. People with chronic health problems between 20 and 69 years old are most at risk.
We've distributed about 1.4 million doses of the influenza vaccine this year, which is a record for us. We still have some left, so we're still inviting people to visit the pharmacy or their physicians or a clinic if one is being put on.
H1N1 symptoms are the same as other flu symptoms: fever, sore throat, body aches, and fatigue. A couple of very public shootings this week are prompting questions about New Year's gang violence. Police have not confirmed a gang link to the two incidents, which happened Tuesday at a Burnaby restaurant and a Surrey convenience store. Neither was fatal, and police think both were targeted. A leading criminologist says this is now the norm in Metro Vancouver.
Almost old hat. We've had these outbursts over the last 10 years. The damage, the collateral damage, is fortunately minimal. There are instances where people are mistakenly killed, although that doesn't seem to have happened for quite a long time.
RCMP investigators have identified a person of interest in the convenience store shooting but have not arrested anyone. Meanwhile, Surrey's mayor continues to face questions about crime in the city and RCMP resources. Some in the community are hoping for a greater police presence in response to a record number of murders last year.
We will do that work. We will, anytime we can advantage RCMP within the city of Surrey and have more officers on the street.
Watts is currently heading a task force looking into the rise in homicides with help from authorities and crime experts. Canadian dollar is trading at its lowest point in 4 years today, and if experience tells us anything here on the Lower Mainland, a change in who is shopping where is sure to follow. Greg Harper joins us live from Tawasin with that story. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. Yeah, we're talking to a number of residents here in Tawasin this morning. Of course, Tawasin just minutes away from Point Roberts. One thing I've uncovered so far, at least to the people I've talked to so far, they're not going to change a thing, despite where our loonie is at, and that is at a 4-year low. It ended the day yesterday at 92.56 cents U.S. It hasn't been this low since May of 2010, and some business experts are saying it could dip below 92 cents by the end of this week. It's partly because the American dollar is getting stronger, making our loonie appear weaker. So what does this mean for you? Are you going to stop traveling to the U.S. to do your shopping, perhaps change your vacation plans? Here's what these Tawasin residents are saying about it.
No, I don't go across the border to do my shopping. We live 2,000 feet away from the border, and I don't even bother at all. I think our money should be spent here. That's what runs our health care and our taxes and everything like that. The more people go across the border, the less taxes we get, and people want more for their money here in Canada, and the only way to do that is to shop locally.
Our dollar right now, by the way, 92.12 cents U.S., so it's dropped even further already today. Jody?
We'll be watching it closely. Thank you very much. Greg Harper reporting live for us from Tawasin this morning. It is just coming up on 6:36. Let's get up to speed on the world of sports. And for that, we head to the Connected Studios. Here's Don Taylor.